No place better for Friday afternoon baseball than Wrigley Field in Chicago. Today, Game 2 of this 4-game set between the Cincinnati Reds and the Chicago Cubs. Two of the league's premier first basemen, Votto and Rizzo, coming up next. John Lackey, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. Eric, any thoughts?
Yeah, Matty, he's had a number of starts. Finally won his first game in his last outing. He'll be looking to add to that total here.
Zach Cozart makes his way to the plate, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Shortstop, Zach Cozart.
Out in front of it, strike one.
First pitch, 120.
Oh, can't spot the cutter any better than that. 0-2 now. EK, one-year-old ball clubs. The Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon, they come in a bit of a rough patch. They've dropped 4 in a row.
When you're looking at trying to get out of a funk like this, it always helps when you can hand the ball over to a veteran starter that's been through this before, and luckily for them, they're going to be able to do that here.
A moment here to take a look at the Cincinnati Reds starting lineup in this one. What do they need to do to get a win on the road here today, Steve?
Well, these guys go up there hacking, man. They are dead last in walks, so they have to be a little less aggressive at the plate to sustain some good offense throughout the entire season.
Lackey gets the sign. Here's the first pitch. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. On the move is Hayward. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. And with that, let's take a look at the Cubs alignment on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, they have a man on the mound, high ERA. That usually means there's a lot of hard hit balls. So this defense, they're going to have to be ready with that leather out there.
Joey Votto will stand in now, and obviously one to be careful with, as you see there, currently leading the senior circuit in long balls.
Yeah, and he's coming off of last month where he had 8 long balls, and so he's a threat to go deep almost every time he comes to the plate.
Breaking ball that's cut on and missed for the first strike.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
Line drive to center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Well, you talk about being locked in at the plate right now. That is 10 straight games with a base hit now, and it's going to be a lot of fun to see how long he can keep this thing going.
Standing in now, Adam Duvall. Hit hard toward first. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now.
Well, you got to start a streak somewhere, and he's well into this one now. A 6-game hit streak with that base hit. He's swinging the bat pretty good right now.
Jesse Winkler stands in, trying to make it 3 straight 2-out hits. He's got a runner in scoring position at second.
And you know how good hitting can prove contagious in an inning. Let's see if he can keep it rolling.
And no one can corral that one. Base hit. The throw home. Throws there, and he is out on a beautiful throw as he just came up firing that time.
On the money.
So no runs here on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base. And now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. Anthony DeSclafani is on the mound for game 2. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, Matty, you take a look at that whip right there. Excellent. Just allowing a bit over a base runner per inning. We'll see if he can continue that here in this one.
Jason Hayward stands in as he looks at a called strike. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
One thing about our two starters, they'll both light up the radar gun all game long.
Hard hit ball to second. Backhanded. One away. And now time to check how Joe Madden has lined the Cubbies up in this one. How do they get back into the win column, Psycho?
Well, this team has lived all season long on building big innings, and they do that because they don't ground into double plays. The fewest in the league, and that really helps you out, extend innings, and give you a chance to get the big base hit.
Here's the first pitch to him. Chris Bryant is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. And set up behind the plate is Kenny Jansen as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Well, Matt, there is some feeling that Jansen can struggle occasionally with pitches on the corners. I've seen both hitters and pitchers be confused by his calls on the black at times, so we'll see if that shows up in this one.
With a moment now, let's take a look at the defense for the Cincinnati Reds. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, we get to watch one of the best fielding teams in the league. They can go out and get the ball as well as anybody in all of baseball. Makes pitching a lot easier.
Anthony Rizzo gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are two away here in the opening frame. And a bouncing ball, foul. 2 out, nobody on. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Winkler sprinting after it. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. And he is in the scoring position at second with their first hit, a 2-out double.
Batting fourth, left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
Kyle Schwarber will get his first opportunity now, and as you can see, he enters play with that average up near the 320 mark.
Well, when you look at what this guy's done so far, Matty, he leads this ball club in average. He's been a huge part of their offense so far this season.
And he'll start him with a high strike here on the fastball on the outside corner. It's 0-1.
All of a sudden, you got to be careful now with the cleanup guy up there with a runner in scoring position. He could be in danger of giving up that first run after all.
Hit out towards second. Peraza takes it in. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Back with more fun here on a Friday afternoon after this. Scott Schebler makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
Scott Schebler.
Lackey steps into the windup. Here's the first pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Fowler moves over. Makes the play, 1 away.
He's just trying to get a fastball in there to start the inning. Ball winds up getting hit pretty well, but not well enough to do any damage. It's a 1-pitch out.
Tucker Barnhart steps in, and he's really been feeling it at the plate the last week or so. Definitely a guy to keep your eye on right now. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Zobrist is there. Throw to first gets him, and Lackey looks to be in control here. There are 2 away.
He's going right through him here in the second. That's 2 pitches and 2 outs. And, you know, quick innings like this early on, that can really pay off later in the game.
Jose Peraza into the box here in the top of the second, looking to keep this inning going. Into the windup and the pitch. That's yanked into the stands. Strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Not the greatest at bat thus far as he misses that pitch in the dirt and falls behind 0-2 now.
Very economical to start out there. Got through that first inning on just 9 pitches. He's got a chance to keep it in single digits here again in the second.
A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Reds are down in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Ben Zobrist will stand in for the first time now, and he's got that average up over the 300 mark to begin play.
And not bad for a second baseman. There are some good ones, but second base isn't typically where you'd expect to have one of your best hitters.
Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Batting 6th, the shortstop.
And with one away, let's give you a look at the standings in the NL Central entering play as you see where these two teams sit in relation to one another. Addison Russell will stand in, and as you can see, he's had troubles here in his own ballpark. He's much better away from home. Swing and a line drive, but this will be foul. 0-1, here's the pitch. Swing and a little blooper to center. Schebler comes on now and makes the catch in shallow center for round number 2.
And this is all about taking charge out there. That's the center fielder's ball if he can get there. So he calls everybody off, and he makes the play easily.
Dexter Fowler steps in for the first time. One of those guys really needing something to click at the plate right now. It's been a rough go of it lately. There's a fastball to start him off, but that misses for ball 1. Fastball at 94 miles an hour, and it's 1-1.
And you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the plate.
The 1-2 pitch. Frozen on the fastball. Never had a chance, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. We'll move to the third with no score. Anthony DeSclafani set to lead off the third. 9-1-2 due up.
Well, you know it's always a tough inning when your pitcher leads off for you because most of the time the guys just flat out can't hit. But who knows? Maybe he can get something started here and help himself out.
Right back at it now is Lackey as he gets ahead to start the frame. It's strike 1. Hit hard up the middle. And that is through into center. A base hit, and the opposing pitcher gets aboard to kick off the inning.
Boy, and just when you think you're all set up with the pitcher leading off an inning, this happens. Just goes to show you, you take anyone for granted up there, they can come back and hurt you.
Zach Cozart will get a second crack at it here. He flied out to lead off the ball game.
And he only saw a couple pitches, too. And that's great for the pitcher when you can get an easy leadoff out like that.
Lackey comes set. First pitch on the way. Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. On the ground to the left side. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now.
Good start to the inning here as back-to-back singles have him in a good position to push across that first run of the afternoon.
Coming to the plate now, Eugenio Suarez. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
Hayward moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with 1 away.
Good job there at second base of doing the math in his head and figuring out he can make it up to third. So that puts runners on the corners now with only 1 away.
Joey Votto is the batter. Got a base hit in his first trip.
And I think we mentioned it already, but that extended his hitting streak. Swinging a hot bat right now.
Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. Third inning, no score to this point. And this is swung on and missed as they jump ahead of Votto here, 0-2.
And this is a guy who will not get cheated up there, and he almost came out of his shoes on that one.
Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. Line toward the alley in left center. And a base hit as that'll score the run from third, and the Reds jump out in front here 1-0. And he is in there.
He's got to be mad at himself out there on the mound. He had him down 0-2, and then he makes a mistake by grooving one, and this gets turned around into a run-scoring double.
Into the box now, Adam Duvall, as he'll go after the first pitch and send a ground ball down to third. A tag from Montero. They got him at the plate.
That runner at third, he's going on contact there. That's got to be the only way to explain it. It's one thing if this ball's hit up the middle, but when you hit it right at a corner infielder, you got to figure he's coming home with it. They get him easy.
In now, Jesse Winkler turned on down the line. Rizzo was there, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Reds pick up a run on the RBI double by Joey Votto. We played 2.5. It's now 1-0 Reds. John Lackey digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
John Lackey.
First offering on its way. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. That evens it up, 1-1. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
Yeah, kind of a late decision to swing there. Even if he hits that thing, that might just be a routine fly to right.
Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second, with a punch out, 1 away.
And as we showed you in the open, he's out there putting his perfect record on the line. And so far, these guys haven't shown many signs that they're ready to put a 1 in that loss column.
Striding into the box, Miguel Montero. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
Real good lateral movement on that 2-seam fastball. That pitch is money for him when it's moving like that. So just keep on throwing it.
And he takes this one high, 1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
Nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Oh, and a good curveball that time as it's taken for a called strike 3, and there are 2 away.
Wow, and he hasn't missed a beat since his last start. Remember, he had 9 strikeouts in that one, and he's well on his way to a similar performance right here.
Jason Hayward stands in looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here, with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And he pumps the fastball by him here, 1-2 now.
Right now, they'd be lucky to just put one in play.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Froze him for strike 3, and that retires the side. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Back with more fun here on a Friday afternoon after this. Scott Schebler is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
Center fielder, Scott Schebler.
Lackey looks in. Here it comes. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. And a pitch up and in, keeping him honest, 1-1.
And I think that might have been a first. The first ball they've taken the entire game. Sound the trumpets.
Hit hard to the right side. Zobrist has it. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Up next for Cincinnati, catcher Tucker Barnhart.
Settling in now, Tucker Barnhart. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch coming. Here it is. This is line to left, but pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out.
And that's one of those plays where you might need to reinforce the laces on your glove after this inning ends. This is a fastball, and it is hammered. I mean smoked. But he ends up with nothing, and his average is going to go down.
Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. 1 run, 6 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. And here's a ball hit in the air. And Zobrist will make the catch, and that'll be that. A strong inning that time out of John Lackey. And his club's keeping it close. It's 1-0. Chris Bryant will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so against a guy who's definitely in a groove out there.
Yeah, he struck out the side his last time through, and they've got to do something to get this guy out of the role that he's been on.
Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2.
We're already at 4. Do I hear 5 strikeouts in a row?
Pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Winkler going back on it. Gone! A solo shot here to left. 8th home run on the season for him. And the Cubs are back to even now at 1 run apiece.
About the only silver lining to this one from a defensive point of view is it came with the bases empty leading off an inning. You can survive it when this guy's hitting solo shots, but if he's doing this with 2 or 3 men on base, then things can really get out of hand in a hurry.
Duvall is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Now batting.
Our next telecast, well, these two teams turn it around and get right back at it tomorrow afternoon. You see the scheduled pitching matchup there. We'll have it for you in HD on the show. Kyle Schwarber digs in with 1 run in and 1 gone in the inning. Oh, might not have been where he was hoping to put that pitch, but he somehow gets a swing on it anyway. Strike 1.
This guy has been amazing. He's thrown a first pitch strike to around 80% of the batters he faced, and we're in the middle innings now, so you know he's doing well.
That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure.
Not too sure how you take that one on 0-2.
Yeah, not too sure how you call it a ball either.
And after that pitch was called a ball on the pitch before, I mean, I think this actually qualifies as strike 4. You know, on the mound, he's probably thinking, Hey, can I apply that credit to the next guy?
Here's Ben Zobrist now.
Nope.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0.
Yeah, and coming right off of that strikeout, he's got to be thinking he should be ahead of this next guy. That's a tough way to fall behind.
Three and 0 now.
I think at this point, a 2-out walk isn't the worst thing in the world. You'd like to avoid it if you can, but this can be a dangerous spot if you just groove one.
And no doubt about this one, it's in there. 3-1. 4 pitches. Fast, slow, fast, slow. EK, you thinking fastball here?
It seems to fit the pattern, but you better not get too predictable out there. Guys will catch on quick.
And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
Yeah, he knows he's already given up 1 home run in the inning. So this wasn't the most aggressive sequence we've seen. He winds up losing him on 3-2.
Addison Russell is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Well, no taking now. He's going to have to swing the bat.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. But the Cubs draw even thanks to this solo home run. We played 4, all even at 1 apiece. Anthony DeSclafani will come forward now to start things out against his opposite number. And these two have matched each other pitch for pitch here through the first half or so of this ball game.
Yeah, I think we had an idea runs might be hard to come by. Maybe not this hard to come by, but both of these guys have been just about flawless so far.
And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
Hard hit ball to second, but an atom ball right to him for the first out.
The batter, number 2,
Zach Cozart will come forward now. He has flied out and singled so far. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. Lackey's ready, 0-1 on its way. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Hit hard towards second, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
A couple of hard hit balls here to start the inning. Well, the first one found a glove, but not this one, though. He's on with a 1-out single.
Eugenio Suarez will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far.
Yeah, and he just needs to make a small adjustment and stay through the middle of the ball. Think about hitting a line drive right back up the middle.
1 run, 7 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. Throw over to first by Lackey, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely.
Got a pretty good lead right there.
Swing and a miss, and he's in control, 0-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2. Joey Votto stands in, looking to build off that RBI double from his last plate appearance.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. This is hit high in the air and pretty deep down the left field line. Schwarber giving chase, and the inning is over. Reds leave 1, halfway home, all even at 1 apiece. Dexter Fowler comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
Center fielder, Dexter.
Grounded to the right, taken in by Votto, and he'll take this to the bag of 3 unassisted for the first out.
Now batting, pitcher, John Lackey.
Ready now, John Lackey. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball one. And the 1-0 is sent out to straightaway center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
So the first thing a pitcher does when he walks out of the tunnel here at Wrigley, he'll take a look at those flags and see which way they are blowing. I mean, this place, it can play like 2 totally separate ballparks from one day to the next.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a ball grounded foul over toward the coaching box. 2 out, nobody on. Line to the right side. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon. Jason Hayward will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yep, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. Oh, good spot. On the black for strike 2.
He's just working east and west here. He'll be fine if he just stays out of the middle.
Chopped foul over towards the dugout. The 0-2 home. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Cubs. We've played 5 full, tied at 1 aside. Adam Duvall will stand in to lead off the inning. Middle third of the lineup, 4, 5, and 6 as they try to get something going.
And this whole lineup's been pretty quiet all game long. Just the 1 run. That's it.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. Taken in by Zobrist. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Well, I think he's got the right approach right here. That's a fastball up, and it's on the outer half of the plate. He goes right with it and hits it hard, too, but he just couldn't quite steer it into the hole there, and it becomes a 4-3 putout.
Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. And the 6th inning is progressing quickly here, now 2 away.
The center fielder,
Scott Schebler will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far.
Well, guys, if you split the difference between the fly ball and the grounder he's put in play, you've got a nice line drive. So maybe we'll witness that right here.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. And he falls behind 0-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Softly hit out toward short. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Reds. Score remains tied 1-1. Chris Bryant gets things started here in the 6th for the hometown team. First delivery to him on the way. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
Peraza retreats to the outfield grass, and he has it for out number 1.
Yeah, another good start to an inning for him here. He's really only made 1 bad pitch the entire game. That was the solo home run. Other than that, you can see there, not much to speak of at all.
So 1 gone in the inning, and that'll bring up the first baseman, Anthony Rizzo. Grounded foul toward the third base dugout. 1 out, nobody on. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike.
You know, he's pitched a really nice ball game to this point, but this is a big moment for him. Getting through the heart of this order at this stage of his outing would be huge.
Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side.
Now back.
Kyle Schwarber ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Not in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ball game for him.
And he's been able to get outs when he needs them with that curveball, and there you see what his pitch breakdown has been so far.
Stepping in, Ben Zobrist. He drew a walk his first time up. Here comes the first pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike one. For that man right there, you need look back only to his last start to see a performance like the one he's shown here so far.
And well on his way to another great outing. And that's what you get when you mix your speeds and throw a lot of strikes.
Runner in scoring position is second with 2 down. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
Boy, no fear in that location. He just ramped up and threw it right by him.
Hit in the air out to straightaway left. Winkler on the move. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning. Cubs strand 1. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. All square at 1 as we get set to start the 7th. But before we do, let's take a look at the game summary to this point. Drilled to the right side. And that will get through into right. So there's your possible go-ahead run on base to lead off the inning.
Now you could see him just basically jumping at that first pitch. He pulls it into right field for a solid base hit.
Into the box, Jose Peraza drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. Throw's going to go on to first, so a perfect sacrifice there as now the go-ahead run moves into scoring position here. Anthony DeSclafani get a shot now in an RBI spot, so a chance to help his own cause here.
And he's got a hit in the game already, so he can handle the bat at least a little bit.
And a little surprising to see the bunt still on here, but he puts it down anyway. And Lackey has to throw on to first, so the sacrifice is successful there.
The batter, number 2,
Zach Kozar ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that third hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
Fowler is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Addison Russell steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th.
The shortstop, Addison Russell.
And he takes ball 1.
Well, you know, things have gone his way more often than not so far this afternoon, but he certainly didn't get any help on that one.
That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Swinging a soft liner, and that's going to be a base hit. So the possible go-ahead run is on here to start the home half of the 7th. Dexter Fowler will dig in for the third time now. He struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. Yet again, another first pitch strike.
And it's a big reason of why he's having the success he is. You establish the count in your favor right away, and it just opens up the door to so many more options going forward.
Oh, he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game. John Lackey will buy himself another at-bat, and in turn he'll get himself a nice little ovation for the work he's turned in on the mound so far.
He's been great. This is
and we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now, all tied at 1-1. Eugenio Suarez will start things off here for Cincinnati with Joey Votto to follow next.
And so far in this ballgame, he hasn't even been on base yet, so we'll see if he can make an adjustment here.
Hit hard on the ground to second. Played on the backhand. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Digging in, Joey Votto. He flew out in his last at-bat. Sent on the ground out to second. Zobrist is up with it on to first, and he's breezing through the 8th here with 2 quick outs.
Yeah, it's not like he needed any help. He's pitching well enough as it is, but this is now 2 pitches and 2 outs here in the inning. And he's growing more and more confident with every passing batter.
Grounded foul. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
He's feeling it now. I mean, this is turning into a clinic out there.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Jorge Soler is up off the bench as he will pinch hit here in the bottom of the 8th in a tie ball game.
Soler.
Into the seats, 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Rounded down the third baseline. And that's going to be a base hit. So a great job off the bench as he's aboard to kick off their half of the inning.
Yeah, and about the only drawback you have to having so many strikeouts is that it really runs that pitch count up. You can see on the graphic right here that total's starting to get up there now. So he may be getting just a little bit tired.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. And now a right-hander's begun to loosen up in the Cincinnati bullpen. And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
Slider is in there, and now it's 1-2. Oh, on the ground to short. Could this be 2? He'll go to the bag for 1. On to first, and a big ground ball there as they turn the double play on Hayward.
Well, it was a promising start to the inning. You get the leadoff man on in the tie ball game, but all that optimism comes crashing down here on the double play.
Chris Bryant gets another shot, and if you remember, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th. First pitch on its way. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
He's done a really good job of kind of getting ahead of hitters here by throwing first pitch strikes to 70% of the batters he's faced. And that's why he's doing so well.
Swing and a little tapper, but it gets foul. 2 out, nobody on. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. Nothing happening there for the Cubbies. Still tied 1 apiece. A.J. Ellis is into the ball game here as he takes over behind the plate.
Now catching, number 21, A.J. Ellis.
Jesse Winkler gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point.
Jesse Winkler.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Schwarber has a beat on it, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now batting, center fielder
Scott Schebler stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. High and deep to straightaway right. Back goes Hayward at the track. It's out of here, and they've taken the lead in the 9th. Santa Maria. A solo shot here to straightaway right field, and the Reds now take a 2-1 lead.
Boy, and for how well he's pitched so far, it's hard to believe that he could stand to be the losing pitcher, but that's the scenario he faces now as he serves up the lead on this home run.
On his way toward the mound now is skipper Joe Madden. And that's going to be all this afternoon for John Lackey. Didn't quite get the offensive support he needed, but a fine performance nonetheless as he leaves after 8 1/3. Gene Machi will take over now with 1 away in the top of inning number 9.
Gene Machi.
Standing in now, Tucker Barnhart, as he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game.
And at this point, I don't think you could expect anything less than a 2-hit ball game from this guy. I mean, he's been as hot as anybody lately, and he comes through again here.
Jose Peraza steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good inning here so far, so we'll see if they can scratch another run across right here.
And a feeble swing that time. It's 0-1.
This is a guy that's got to understand his abilities here. He's got the speed to beat out any ground ball, but he's taking uppercut swings trying to go yard.
Slow curveball, like a balloon, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 2.
Oh, and you can tell by these first couple swings, he's not just looking to poke one through the right side of the infield. He's looking to put something into orbit.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Here it comes, 0-2. And another foul ball. Had him fooled as he swings through the curveball. 2 down.
Well, you're always gunning for a strikeout when he's at the plate because his legs make him so dangerous, even when he hits just a slow grounder. So nice job of keeping him off base right there.
Tyler Solari will look for some 2-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first.
Solari.
And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. Line drive to left. Schwarber Under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. And some dramatics here in the top of the ninth as this home run gives them the lead. Last chance coming up here for the Cubs. It's now 2-1 Cincy.
Your attention, please. Now
coming in now in the
Reds,
ninth to try and finish this one out, the hard-throwing Francisco Rodriguez. Leading off the inning, Anthony Rizzo, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
And you'll get a good look at the grip on his two-seam fastball. You grip it along the narrower seams on the baseball, and that gives it that running action you don't see on the four-seamers.
Into the box now, Kyle Schwarber, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike.
You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
A good job here. Stays inside the ball well, doesn't roll over, and just shoots his ball right back up the middle.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. This is foul for the first strike. Here's the 0-1. Comes back with a good changeup there, and it's quickly 0-2.
And this is exactly what he does so well. He'll make you so convinced that you're going to see a fastball, and then he's going to go the other way on you.
Chopped at the plate. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
I don't think there are too many guys in this lineup that could have laid off that 0-2 pitch. That's a real tough take.
Breaking ball there is down. Good job of laying off. It's back to 2-2.
And this is where he gets so tough. He's seen everything you've got, but you've still got to make one more good pitch to get him out.
Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. That misses, and it's going to set up a big pitch now, 3-2.
Now the question, do you send the guy on 3-2 with 1 out? You figure you're going to get something around the plate.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. On pitch number 10 is the one that finally does it as he strikes out after a long battle here.
That is a big time to come up with a strikeout in a tight game like this. You still got that tying run over there at first, but with 2 away now, you don't necessarily need a ground ball to get you out of this.
Addison Russell is at the plate now as he looks at strike 1.
And he's probably not going to throw too many first pitch changeups. That's a pretty darn good call.
And it's quickly 0-2. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Yeah, that's the foot-away curveball. A great pitch with 2 strikes. You start it in the zone and then let it work out and see if he'll chase.
And he struck him out for out number 3. So that'll wrap things up here as they leave the possible tying run stranded at first.
Another good win for these guys, and they're playing some confident baseball out there right now. That's their 4th win in a row, so they've got things firing on all cylinders.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he definitely turned in the standout performance in this one. He finishes with an even 10 strikeouts, and he was instrumental in leading his guys to the victory.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Reds win this one 2-1. So long from Wrigleyville.
The final line score for our ball game this afternoon for the victorious Cincinnati Reds: 2 runs, 10 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. For the Cubs, 1 run, 7 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 43 minutes.